Okay, welcome everyone to Strength and Restore. It is the noon hour, so we are going to get started on our class. Thank you for coming. The purpose of this class is to have you feeling better after the class than when you came to the class. So we're restoring our body, we're moving through all planes of motions, creating more mobility within our joints to help us move better and feel better. And then also a little bit of core activation and glute activation to help us be ready for the day and ready to take on whatever is in front of us for the rest of the afternoon. So the very first thing we're going to do today, we're going to start on one foot. So you can position yourself. We'll start on our left foot. So plant your left foot like so, slightly bent in our left knee. And then you can also be sure if you need a wall or a chair or anything to help with your balance, I strongly recommend that. So left leg slightly bent at the knee. You're going to bring your right knee up, extend your right leg, and then bring your right leg through, keeping your feet parallel. Notice how my foot doesn't come out. Neither foot is coming out. They're parallel with each other. Bring it back to about your heel. Activating your right glute. So activating your right glute right here, keeping your core engaged. That's all the further you need to be bringing your leg back to have a nice straight right leg as well to really activate your glute. And then you're just going to do repetitions of this. So you're working your left leg because we're planted, but then you're also working your right leg, bringing it up, extending, and then bringing your right heel back. Nice and straight leg on your right leg, and to your left heel, and back up. Once again, if you need a wall or a chair to help with your balance, I recommend that. You'll notice that if you start bending your right knee, when you bring it back like this, you don't feel it much in your glute, you feel it in your hamstring. That's why it's important to keep that right leg straight. Good. Let's do three more repetitions. Good. One more. Perfect. Now let's go to the right side. So we're going to be planted on our right leg. Slight bend in your right knee. And then you're going to bring your left leg up. Straighten your left leg out, so no bend in our knee. And you're going to bring that left leg through all the way to your right heel, keeping your feet parallel, right? So we don't want that toe to come out like that. We want it to be straight forward, parallel, feet parallel with each other. There you go. And once again, if you need a chair, or a chair or a wall to help you do this exercise, go for it. I recommend that because that way we're targeting the areas we need to target rather than just being unsteady the entire time or falling over. So good. You can always challenge yourself though by just standing straight up as well. So we're using our right leg for balance and our left leg as well when we're bringing our heel back. Let's do two more. Good. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to start at one end of the yoga mat, work our way to the other side, and then back. What this is going to target, it's targeting our glute medius muscle. So what we want to do is you want to be back down into about a quarter to half squat. And what I want you to do is step out with your right leg, and then let that left leg follow. without having your feet turn out or your knees turn out. So we're always straight forward, parallel with each other, keeping your knees from caving in as well, right above our toes. You'll notice as you're doing this, you need to keep your core engaged, so your abs are engaged the entire time. Go from this end of the yoga mat, and then you're going to go back to the other way. This is really going to target our entire glute complex. Just ensuring this nice slow motions. This doesn't need to be going back and forth as fast as we can. We're pressing through our heels. Good. Ensuring that our knees do not cave in, but also that they don't come out with our feet. So my feet are parallel the entire time. At any point, if you need a break, go for it. We're going to do one more back and forth once we get to the end here. Good. Like we said at the beginning of class, we're going to be, this is a whole restorative class, right? So sometimes after these high intensity courses, we're really exhausted and might feel weak in some areas. We want to be feeling strong and ready to go after this class. So you can stop there. Next one we're going to do, once again, you want to have a chair or a wall. That's totally fine. What we're going to do is you're going to be starting on our left leg, hands on your hips, come forward just slightly, and then open up your hips so you're planted on your left, slight bend in your left knee. Hands on your hips or on a chair, and you're going to open up your right hip and then back, bringing our belly button close in towards our inside knee and belly button out. So we're just doing repetitions here of this. Where you're going to feel this is actually on your planted leg, so your left leg, right through the side of your hip. There you go. This is another glute medius targeting exercise. And that's always going to help with hip stability and strength. Come back to center. And let's do the other side now. So right leg planted. Bring our left leg back. You can hold on to a chair, whichever. And slight bend in that right knee. And then open up your left hip. And come back down. Bringing your belly button, now trying to put it closer to that knee, right? So we're going out, and belly button out this way, and then back in towards our midline. Good. You notice that really targets that right hip, that right glute, outside glute. Good. And out again. Come back to center. Perfect. Okay. So, let's do a few stretches for our hips now. So, first one is that hip flexor stretch. Let's bring your left leg forward. Right leg back. Right leg is straight. Left leg is bent forward. The further to go deeper into the stretch, you want to either bring your left leg further out or push your right leg back. What you're going to do, sink your hips down. Back is nice and straight up and down. Engage your core, squeeze your right glute, and feel that huge stretch all the way through the front of your right hip, right through this region. This is going to feel great. Let's hang here for a little bit. And now bring your right arm over. And then rotate your right shoulder back to even feel that deeper into your right hip flexor. And we're going to hold here. Good. And let's step forward. Now we're going to do the opposite side. So now right leg forward, left leg back. Left leg is straight, right leg is bent. Sink your hips closer to the ground and feel that stretch all the way through the left hip flexor now. So our left hip, squeezing your left glute and your abs, engaging your core. You'll feel that stretch right through the front of your hips, left hip. Good. And now, let's bring our left arm over. And then rotate your left shoulder back. Feeling that stretch all the way through now. A deeper stretch. Targeting our psoas muscle, which is a muscle that can get so tight from sitting all day at our desks. Targeting a lot of lower back pain, fatigue. Good. 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Perfect. So next, let's target those hamstrings. So point your left toe towards the sky. Drop your hips back, keeping your back nice and flat. Bring up your arms just like that. And alternating, right? So now right leg is forward. Oh, almost lost my balance there. Right leg is forward, right toes are up. Just doing repetitions of this, ensuring that our back is nice and flat, is not rounded. Good. We'll just keep doing a few more repetitions of this. Let's do 3 on each side. There's 1. There's 2. And 1 more. And there's 3. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do, we're going to be standing again. Same position. So left leg forward, left toes pointed towards the sky. And I just want you to sink down, feeling that hamstring stretch, and hold. I want you to hold here. We're going to hold here for about 20 to 30 seconds. Good. Nice stretch through there. Now let's switch to the other side. So right toe pointed up, back nice and flat. No reason to round our backs. And keep holding. Perfect. And relax. So, next what we'll do, let's take our stability ball, and we're going to go down onto the ground, doing some more core activation. I'll position the screen a little bit here. Here we go. And so, we'll start off with a ab crunch, but it's not going to feel like a crunch because we actually aren't going to bring our head up forward, but you're still going to feel plenty of activation through that core. So what I would like you to do is hands up on the ball like this, arms straight, resting just below or on top of the knees. And what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your abs. So when you squeeze your abs, I want you to flatten your back to the floor, hold, and then take your hands and squeeze the ball into your knees, and you're going to feel your entire core all the way up to your chest light up. And hold for 3 seconds and relax. So that's all it is. The main thing is you want to make sure your lower back becomes flat to the ground, right? That's going to help protect your lower back and help with mobility. That you're recruiting the right muscles for the jobs. Relax. All right, so squeeze your abs, flatten your back to the floor, and then squeeze the ball in between your hands and knees. Hold for a good 3 seconds, making sure that arch in your lower back is flat to the floor, and relax. Let's do 5 more big squeezes. Okay, let's do them together. Pelvic tilt, so squeeze your abs, flatten your back, squeeze the ball. 3, 2, 1, relax. Let's do it again. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 3 more. Squeeze your abs, flatten your back. Squeeze the ball. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Relax. And this last one, squeeze your abs, flatten your back, squeeze the ball between your knees, and just hold. We're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew! That core should be feeling it right now. And next, what you'll do, just to burn that area down, we're going to go dead bug exercise. So squeeze your abs, still flattening your back onto the floor. Bring your right arm back with your left while flattening your left leg and back up. And you're just going to do repetitions of this, but make sure you're keeping your lower back, you guessed it, nice and flat on the ground, eliminating that arch in your lower back. If you need to reset at all, like you're feeling your lower back come off the floor, that's perfectly okay. I'd rather have you do perfect repetitions than more repetitions of this exercise. And 1 more on each side, right arm back and left arm back. Perfect. Okay, so let's flip over right here. And you're going to just kind of rest on the ball like that. This is going to target our glutes again. So let's get those glutes a good burn here. So you can have both hands down. And what I want you to do is extend your left leg back and then bring your left leg up and back down. And I want you to work on bringing your left leg straight up. So going straight up towards the ceiling, not coming out to the side or anything like that. Straighten. It's going straight. Your heel's going straight towards the ceiling. Good. Keeping your core engaged too. So squeeze your abs every time you're doing a repetition of bringing that left leg up. Good. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and let's hold this last one. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And let's go to the right leg. So repetitions of this, same idea. Engage your core, so squeeze your abs and bring your right leg up, straight up towards the ceiling, not side to side. Work on bringing your heels straight back. Trying to keep your hips level as well when we're doing this. So try to prevent any rotation of your hips. Like if there's a plate of food right across your hips, you want to prevent that tray of food from falling over. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So let's let's put the ball off to the side for a little bit. Just for a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that cat-cow exercise. So start with the flat back. Breathe in. Dropping your belly towards the floor, arching your back. And then breathe out. Rounding your back up. We're going to do 6 deep breaths of this. So with me, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's important you do not force your hips beyond comfort. So just a nice, easy breathing in and breathing out. No reason to force anything right here. It's just a nice hip mobility, hip opening exercise. Let's do 2 more. And the last one, breathe out. Perfect. Okay. So now we can sit on top of your ball. I'll position the screen up a little bit. We got about 7 minutes to get some neck mobility, some shoulder mobility exercises in. And notice when you're sitting on this ball, it's going to force you to go into good posture, right? So I want you to keep your core engaged so your back is nice and flat, straight up and down from the floor. We're not arching, we're not rounding forward, and we aren't overarching back. So nice straight back. What you'll do, so I just want you to take your head, bring it forward. We're just going to go side to side. So we're working on our neck mobility, but also forcing our core to be engaged by sitting on this ball. Rolling forward, rolling back and forth. There you go. Let's do 1 more to the right and to the left. Perfect. Now, I want you to take your hand. You're going to grab the left collarbone. Just put your hand right on top of there to where you kind of feel your muscle be pinched down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn away from your hand. So you're going to turn to the right about 45 degrees. You're going to look up at the sky and then tilt your head back just slightly. You're going to feel that stretch all the way through the front left neck. We're just going to hold here. Good. And come back to forward. Now we're going to go the other side. So hands on top of our left clavicle. Or sorry, right clavicle. You can pin your muscle down in the front here. You're going to turn to the left. Look up at the sky. And then tilt your head back. And feel that all through the front right side of your neck. This is a great exercise for if you are in front of a computer screen all day, or if you're looking down at your desk or workstation. These front muscles in our necks can get so tight from that. Keeping your core engaged, right? Our posture's still good. And relax. Perfect. Okay, so what we'll do now is I want you to bring your elbows to your sides. This is just a scapular retraction exercise. All we're doing is bringing our shoulder blades together and pushing our shoulders towards the ground. So push your shoulders back. You're almost rotating your shoulder blades back to where if you were trying to put them into your back pockets. Arms open, or hands, palms up towards the sky. Lead with your hands back, making sure your elbows do not move past your body, keeping them fixed right here. And all we're doing is opening up our hands like that. You're going to feel that in the center of your back or the rear of your shoulders. This is a great posture correction exercise, as well as a good chest opening exercise. Okay, let's do these last three together. 1, 2, hold your shoulders back. Hold here. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keep pushing your shoulders down towards the ground. Relax, bring your arms forward. And one more. Hold, we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Good work. So you can stand up now. Let's do the last few exercises standing up. Do a postural prayer. So bring your hands here in front of our chests. Bring your arms up. Rotate your palms out. Bring them all the way around in front of your chest again. You're going to feel that stretch all the way through your armpit. Muscle right around your armpit. This is a really good shoulder mobility exercise. Keeping your core engaged still. So we don't want to start arching our back when we're coming up like that. Keep your core engaged. Good. Let's do one more big circle. All the way around. And interlock your fingers. Bring your hands forward. And then elbows out like you're going to try and pull your hands apart. But I want you to keep your fingers interlocked. And just holding here, trying to separate them. You're going to feel that stretch all the way through your upper back. And then rotate to the right. Feeling that through your left shoulder blade. Hold here. And to the other side for these last 15 seconds. Perfect. Good work, everyone. It was great to be doing this Strength and Restore class with you. We will see you next week, and I hope this made you feel better for the rest of the day. It's always good to create more mobility and flexibility throughout our entire body, as well as strengthen primarily our core. So thank you for doing this with me. It was a blast.